Hello, LegendAqua here, and welcome to KonoSuba Fantastic Days Global. Yup, it is finally out. So, what should we look at first? Well, let's just look at, well, the gameplay of the game first, and then there's a couple of things I need to talk about, but let's just get to this first. So, how the game plays, from how much I've been playing right now, it feels like Dan Mimo and Princess Connect merged together. You're gonna see why I feel this. So, party, let's just go into this. And party formation is a little bit unique, but it's kind of typical at the same time. So essentially you've got, obviously right now I've got 3 party slots. You get more as well, as soon as you unlock rank 8, so 5 in a party. That's cool. As for these other 4 below, it's essentially sub-members, but the sub-members don't do anything within the battle. They just upgrade the character stats in question. As you can, well, can't exactly see, but see here at least. So yeah. Oh. Yep. So as you can see, stats increases by sub-party members, yep, which is what I was talking about. Weapons, jewelry, and affinity effects, resistance are determined by your main members, and equipment effects. So there's equipment involved in this game. But that's not unlocked for me at the moment. Okay, this is perfect actually. So character super skills will be updated, main member skills will be updated, main members and sub-members. Jewelry traits will be updated and shown through your stats. As you can... I was getting to that. So, skill traits of all members will be applied to your main members. So, in other words, upgrade your sub-members as well. It helps with your party power level. You can check the main member's skill element, which is that. For Mega Man at the moment, sub-members, HP, magic defense, etc. will increase by 30%. Use the same characters to get extra 10% boost. So, it's good to get different characters of the same character unit, so that helps. And I haven't gone to this one yet, which is stats and traits can be applied to weaponry and jewelry, so that's interesting. So, moving on from that would be enhancing the characters. So how would you enhance your characters? Well, for now, the loading in this game is a little bit long. So what I'll do is, let's go into her, Mega Man's sister. So potions would upgrade your character. You can obviously do it max if you want to, just do it up. I might as well do it up for me. Upgrading skill, however, you need a random potion and a dupe of the character to upgrade their best skills. And I think it applies to everything. So if you want to upgrade your unit's skills, you need dupes of the character. So this is kind of how the gacha is going to work out for it. As for promoting your character, in my opinion, it will be, gaining more stars so they can be the highest rarity. You need to gain these through the free quests. Yeah, you can see here. Other than that, you can go into the character, which is essentially, it's similar to the Dan Mimo one, where you can just look at characters' costumes, profile, their voice lines. It's similar to that. So I would say, like, go into Mega Man. So you can gifts. You can give her gifts to increase your character's affinity. I was about to say waifu. Profile, the usual. along with voice lines. So again, this is where the Damimo comparison comes in, mainly with the extras. Yep. And the best part would be costumes, where essentially, as the gacha continues on, you'll be getting characters in different costumes and everything. If you get that unit, you'll gain the costumes. Again, a bit like Danmimo. And you can also gain backgrounds through the story, I believe. So like I can say Cloudy, maybe? Yeah, advancing the story rewards you in new background images. So I'll just set it right there. So I'll say in winter. Oh, stacking a little bit. Oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, so that's cool. Okay, so enough with that. I think the last thing I'll leave off with would be, excuse me, reserves. So these are essentially your dupes, and if you have dupes, you can exchange them for medals, in which the medals can give you 4-star tickets. 4-star guaranteed tickets, but it's gonna be random. That's probably the best prize at the moment, but obviously, as you can see, I don't have any reserves. Alright, so let's move on to quest and show off the gameplay at least. So, really the loading is really long sometimes. I might just cut until it finishes loading. Okay. So, the main quest is exactly what you think it is. It's like going through the main story and just reliving the anime moments. As you can see, there's only currently 5 chapters out at the moment. There's a hard mode as well, in which the hard mode will give you more, you know, super rare materials for your units. For now, let's just show off the gameplay through the main quest. We'll get to free quests later. Oh, 3,500, can I? Actually, no, I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Because I just leveled up Arrow. So, as you can see, there are skip tickets. Obviously, skip tickets only work if you 3-star a certain, you know, a certain story node. It's a bit like Precon in this regard. So let's see if we can tackle this. So before you go into battle, obviously it shows everything here. Shows total power compared to what you just saw previously. So recommended power is 3,500. Recommended elements is dark. So arrow is going to be really useful here, and 4,800. So in other words, I can do this. So I'll get out of auto and then I'll show off what you can do. Yes, this game has auto, which is, in my opinion, actually a good thing. I'm not too sure how good the AI is on auto, but I think they just release supers whenever they can. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'll get auto out of the way. Okay, so essentially we've got cooldown timers, and we can just do what we want to. So I'll say like Chaos Rain all. So, yep. So you need to essentially time it if you have to. So I'll just say that. If we can do stuff, go for it. Yep. So I'll just do that. All. Yep. Okay, that's pretty powerful. Attack. And then, essentially, as you get hit, I believe you can upgrade to your super if you can. so might as well do it.
本流が今から何が起こるか
Uh,
刮目せよ
can I get to super or not? We'll see. I think I'm killing them too quickly though.
これが魔王を倒す者の実力です支援より
Oh, yep, go. Don't kill them. Oh, okay, let's see our super.
かっこよさだよ
Oh, yeah, okay, cinematic, pre-con-esque. In other words, that's cool.
我が力
Yep. So
抑えきれなかった
obviously, as you use your units, the affinity will go up. As you'll get prizes for upgrading your affinity for certain characters, and level up as you do the node. So it's typical. It's typical. And obviously, if you get 3 stars, you get every reward as well as some mats and leveling items. So that's pretty cool. So, what are the free quests? It is exactly what you think it is. If we can get to it. The loading screens are actually kind of interesting because they have the KonoSuba transition screens. It's just that the loading sometimes takes a bit of time. Sometimes. That's probably my only worry about this game. I do hope they can, you know, accelerate it a little bit. But I can kind of guess why. It's because there's a lot of assets in this game, so loading all that up is going to take some time. As you can clearly see that the loading's taking a bit of time. Again, I'll wait until the loading's finished. So I'll cut it now.
バトルに挑みましょう
Okay. So, there it is. And then if we go through certain story nodes, we can essentially see the main, you can
新しい
see,
ストーリーが解放されましたよ
yeah, new story unlock and we get quartz for it. Yes, that's the actual currency name. Again, that's a bit that's a bit pre-con-esque as well. As you know, watch stories, you get quartz. Actually, that's more like universal throughout Gacha games. So, I was going to talk about free quests actually.
メインクエストでは装備品の素材が手に入ります
So,
各章のノーマルクエストを全てクリアでクエストに行かれるのです
free quest is exactly what you think it is. It's where you get all your mats and everything, except obviously dupes. So, Eris is essentially the money in this game. Obviously, as you need to, you need to get higher in order to get the better and higher rewards for getting the money. So that's that. Potions are obviously for the leveling one. So that's exactly what you think it is. And finally, relics is essentially rarity up. So you kind of need to do this as well. All things considered. So yeah, as she says, in relics. Essentially, this is actually pretty decent for what it's worth. Again, the free quest is it's a bit pre-con-esque because you need to. There's only a limited time you can gain the potions, the money, the relics every day, so it kind of limits you. Actually, technically, Index Imaginary Fest also does something similar like that, but it's free quest. It's kind of what you expect. It's mat zones. So, I haven't unlocked Battle Arena or events yet, but events are going to be interesting. Battle Arena means there's going to be PvP. We will see what happens. Especially since I'm not exactly the PvP guy in all sense. So, let's move on to Gacha. There's paid banners, which is exactly what you think, where you can get a guaranteed 4-star out of it. Premium is essentially free to play, and others is, I don't know what this one is at the moment, but we will see. But for now, we will see how the Gacha screen shows off. I've got one solo, so might as well show it off. It doesn't matter because I'm going to gain 3,000 quartz soon, so that's cool. Premium recruit points. Oh, there is a pity system. Interesting. And the loading for the gacha takes a bit of time as well. There's a lot to go through for this one, but since I'm doing a solo, yep, I'm getting a 1 star. So usually the first screen, if it shows like a rainbow sheen, it means you're getting a 4 star. Also with the pamphlet before you get the units, if it's rainbow, obviously you're getting a 4 star. Gold is a 3 star, obviously for me. I got a normal sheet and that's only a 2 star. And she's new. And usually if she's new, she'll introduce herself. So yeah, as you can see, duplicate characters will be added to servers. Sorry, not servers, will be added to reserves. But she is not. And Union as a base character has arrived in my party, as it were, so she doesn't exactly introduce herself even through a different unit, so you get the gist of that. Again, pre-con-esque, once again. You can kind of see why I keep on saying that this game is like Dan Memo, Princess Connect merged together. It takes a lot of its elements to it. Yes, it does have a pity system. Let's actually check here. I did not actually check that. Not too sure whether the pity... Okay, let's see. Once you reach 250 recruitment points, you'll be able to get a guaranteed 4-star ticket. Limited to only the premium recruits. No other types of recruits will be affected by recruit points. By preceding recruit during the open tutorial or earn 10 recruit points. Yeah, so it'll give you a chance to get a certain 4-star. So that's, again, typical of pity, so that's actually fine. The only reason why I'm not actually wanting to pull more is because it's because I pulled 2 4-stars during my tutorial pull, so I think I'm fine as it is. So let's talk about who the publishers are for KonoSuba Fantastic Days. Actually, before I actually start, there's one little thing I want to show off during the home screen, and then we'll actually talk about the publishers for this game and why I'm a little bit skeptical. So, as you can see, my home screen character is Megumin, her 4-star version, but you can also show off a 3D model. Again, in my opinion, in similarity to Index Imaginary Fest. Imaginary Fest also does this, so I find this a cool feature. You can also change who you want, who your favorite character is through here. If it finishes loading. There it is. Yeah, so you can choose who you want. So, again, that's cool. Okay, so the publishers for KonoSuba Fantastic Days are Nexon. And Nexon is one of the big 3 gacha mobile greedy developers, to say the least, for global. The thing is, I also know Nexon previously because I played L-Sword, if anybody knows that MMO. And they ran that game to the ground to the point of meta breaking, as well as tearing up the community for L-Sword. I was obviously not a part of it, but I heard a lot of bad stuff what Nexon did behind the scenes. Therefore, my skepticism for this game. In my opinion, the gameplay and everything, because it's like Dan Memo and Princess Connect merged together with all the best parts of both those games, the gameplay, everything else, it's fine. The main worry I'm having is its gacha banners. And by that, I mean Nexon needs to keep up with how JP did it and not rush things. We don't want another Seven Deadly Sins or My Hero Academia debacle happening with this game. And considering it's Nexon, and considering how they are somewhat greedy, they're well known to be greedy, let's just hope Nexon handles the gacha banners and how they're going to handle the gacha banners well. If they do, I'll be absolutely happy, and I hope Nexon just follows JP to the T and not just rush things. If they do that, they're gonna run this game to the ground. Of course, because I showed off a lot of the enhancements of characters and everything, dupes are a factor in this game. However, due to the pity system, from what I've read, like 3 minutes ago, it's a 4-star guaranteed ticket. However, I do not know right now whether that 4-star guaranteed ticket is a selection ticket or it's a random one. If it's a random one, it's gonna be a little bit dicey. It's not comparable to what I say is the better pity system in this regard, that being Index Imaginary Fest, where in Index Imaginary Fest you just need to get 45k. It does take a bit of time, but if you grind a lot and just do the events as per usual, there's a lot of goodies and events that happens that gives you a whole lot more during that time. But once you reach 45k, you can select one of the units in the banner if you reach pity. That's a better system, I'm going to say, compared to KonoSuba's pity system, where it's just, hey, here's a 4-star guaranteed ticket that is completely random. In other words, if you wanted a dupe of a certain character that you already have and you want to upgrade her, you're going to need dupes. I'm really afraid that Nexon's going to exploit this. That is one of the other factors, along with how they're going to handle the gacha banners. I like KonoSuba as an IP. I don't want what happened with Seven Deadly Sins and Grand Cross to happen to this game. Why? It's because, I'll say this, because this is the final comparison I'm going to say, is that, I know I quit the game and everything, but I actually mean this. When, as I was continuing to play Grand Cross, I just got sick of the IP, because Netmarble screwed up so many times and was greedy as hell. I just couldn't put up with it, to the point that I just didn't care about the IP anymore. It was that bad. I just don't want Nexon to do the same with KonoSuba, because KonoSuba, from what I've heard, they're getting a new anime production happening again. So, timing is kind of there for this game to come out on global. I don't want Nexon to screw this up, because this is a good game from a first impressions, I'm going to say. Okay, so that's enough of me rambling. Hope you liked my first impressions of the game. As for me, for now, I give this an easy 8 out of 10, but I'm going to be skeptical because it's Nexon. We will see how they handle this. But yeah, what do you think about this game? Comment below and let me know, and I think I'll leave it there. I will actually be continuing this game because, again, I actually really like how the gameplay and I like how the gameplay works, as well as the mechanics of the game outright. I actually do like it. To be fair, the fact that a lot of games is like taking elements from Princess Connect and making it their own is not bad. They're doing something good, in my opinion. Again, let's just hope Nexon does not screw this up. I keep reiterating it, but it needs to be said. Okay, so let me know what you think about this game through this first impressions, and let me know. With that, LA out.